Well, there is plenty to talk about in the Western Pacific today. We have Tropical Storm Maria, Sun 10 also just recently formed up in its wake right in there, and this monsoonal trough, which could kick up yet more showers and not just showers, but another named storm system likely in the wake of that. Now, as I mentioned, we've been talking about this for about 2 weeks now. Very unusual setup revolving around an area of high pressure, bringing record-breaking temperatures in western areas of Japan. That's really been just popping off one storm after another in the same pattern. Maria being the latest, nearing landfall, but reality is, I've been talking to actually a few people out here, saying it's kind of a refreshing breeze. This storm system continuing to weaken. I'm sure you're going to get some gusty winds right along the coast, showers inland, but as far as typhoon type storms are concerned, this does not match up against storms further towards the south. The most unusual thing about it is the fact that it is making landfall in Miyagi Prefecture, which very unheard of. I'd just say unheard of, but highly unusual to have a storm making landfall this far north. And not to mention, we could have another one right in its wake, Sun 10, making a very similar track, but you can see here it kind of fades out. The warnings kind of weaken on it. Not terribly concerned about Sun 10 whatsoever. I would be more concerned about the one in its wake, which could actually just near the Izu Islands and maybe even parts of the Tokyo area. As well as we look ahead, this is just showing those winds at tropical storm strength coming on shore, or at least close to the coast, and it's skirting the coast per the ECMWF. But you know what? If this pattern changes even just slightly, that actually could near and possibly impact mainland Honshu around the Kanto Plain over towards Chiba Prefecture. Still a lot of questions with that one. It all depends on how this pattern shapes up. So I want to keep a very close eye on it. But if you're in really coastal areas of Honshu, after, of course, Maria, after Sun 10, and then we could have another one right in its wake, too. The good news, Maria and Sun 10, I'm not terribly concerned as far as significant wind impacts or anything like that. Rain, yeah, it's going to be picking up out here. We could see some spots, 100 to 150 millimeters of total precip with those two storms combined. Definitely even some localized flooding, maybe parts in the northern Japanese Alps. Looking at the flyover, Okinawa and 34 degrees there on your Tuesday. Kumamoto at 36. If we scoot over towards the Tokyo area, 35. Yeah, you still got those isolated showers there for you. But the heavier stuff, of course, further towards the north when we're dealing with these tropical systems. Look at Sunday, for example, scattered showers, 32 degrees there. But it's not the worst weather you've ever seen. Looking at the broader picture, our monsoonal trough continuing to be the main culprit for all of this, continuing to dominate. It remains in place and even pulling in moisture on the backside of that for northwestern areas of Luzon as that trough just continues to kick up. You can even see the rain totals in the broader scheme of things. So the easterlies in the Guam, but look at northwest Luzon. Yeah, some spots there across parts of Region 1 and Locos Norte, looking at about 100 to 150 millimeters. I'll show more of that in a second. Look at the waves across here, though. Man, if you are out on the seas, really hard to get around it, just this overall weather pattern. Not many flat spots outside of maybe down towards the Yap and Palau. This is all talking about the inflow, though. Scattered showers along the west coast of the Philippines, hitting up into the mountains here. Could be adding up some rain totals, especially into places like Baguio here. Actually, right about in there is where you got Baguio, the Cagayan Valley down towards Pangasinan. Looking at all these scattered showers as we go ahead through the upcoming week. This is specifically for Tuesday. Your flyover here in the Philippines, looking at those rainfalls. Mainly in the northwestern areas of Luzon, on and off showers, though, even down towards Visayas and heading into Mindanao as well. Yeah, so that's a look at your forecast out here today. Boy, multiple tropical systems to watch out for. Inflow on the backside of it. I could probably make an update that lasts hours. Reality is, I'm going to put out a couple other videos, though, so if more specific. This is your broader picture update, so if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll try my best to answer them for you. And, of course, continue to keep you posted. Big thanks for everybody on Patreon who supports this channel. I mean, I say it every update. Some people have said, why do you say it every update? Why do you keep them coming back to it? Because it's the perk of you guys donating. I want to make sure that people know that we have support here, and it's because of some of you fantastic guys here on our Patreon who continue to make these updates possible. All right. That's what I'm looking at today in the Western Pacific. If you have questions, let me know. And as always, thanks for watching, and of course,